Good evening and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. In today's video I have a very exciting Pretty Little Thing try on haul, and as you can probably tell by the makeup, this isn't just an everyday try on haul, it's a going out glam try on haul, and I can't wait to show you all the pieces that we picked out. So without further ado, let's start today's video. For my first item in today's video, I picked out the chocolate asymmetric long sleeve bando maxi dress. I got this in a UK size 8 and this one was £22, which I think is an absolute steal for this dress. It feels and looks of really good quality, and you will see it much better when it's on, just because it is a maxi dress and I can't quite fit it all in screen. But I really like the colour, it's very versatile. I'm loving the draped material over the shoulders and also the stomach. I just think it's going to be very flattering on. Loving the bow details as well. And the material, it is sort of this mesh type material. Super breathable and very stretchy, so I think it's going to be comfortable to wear as well. But without further ado, let's try it on. Okay, so here is the dress on, and how cute is this? I really do like this dress. It fits amazingly, it's very flattering to the figure. However, I did actually order this from the petite range and I didn't realise until I put it on. The model on the website, the dress does come trailing along the floor, so you can't see any of your feet. Obviously, I have ordered the petite range. I'm not a petite girl. I'm 5'7" and I have got some heels on. But I don't hate this length. I actually do think it looks like it's meant to be this length. And that way, it's not like trailing along the floor. You're not tripping over it. I think this one is way more practical. It fits so well. I would just recommend your normal size in this one. Obviously, the material is super stretchy, so bust size and everything doesn't really matter. You're going to be fitting in here. I really like all the details in this dress. I think it's so cute, and for the price tag, an absolute no-brainer. Okay, so this next item, the model looks absolutely incredible on the website, so I'm hoping that it gives the same when I try it on. So this one is the Taupe double layer slinky bando one shoulder ruched maxi dress. I just went with my normal size again and got a UK size 8, and this one was an absolute steal at £30. So the look and feel of this dress is really premium. I really like this material. It's super soft, really floaty, and it's also going to be very breathable as well. Loving the ruched effect down the side, because then as you get further down the dress, it is the same material, but it's hanging in a different way, and it just gives this really gorgeous look. So I can't wait to see what this one looks like. It does have the draping across the shoulders again, so I'm very, very excited about this. Let's try it on and see. Okay, so here is the dress on, and I absolutely love this. Sorry, but how gorgeous is this dress? And please tell me if it's just me, because I do think sometimes I get delusional during these try-on hauls. But I really, really like this. It's so flattering on. I'm loving that leg slit, and it fits like a dream. I just went with my normal size, and I would definitely recommend you guys doing the same. This one is a bit more snug around the bust and things, so obviously if you do have a bigger bust, you may need to size up, but I mean, it's still super stretchy. It comes to a really nice length on the leg as well, and I'm 5'7" for reference. I don't think there's a single thing about this dress that I don't like. Really liking this draping and everything. Okay, so this next one I am a little bit apprehensive about. However, the model on the website again looked incredible, so I thought I'm going to have to give it a go. Pretty Little Thing models at the minute, just next level. So here is the Mauve front seam detail maxi dress. I got this in a size 8 and this one was £22. So I'm not sure if this one is going to suit my figure. However, we've got to try it out. I do really like those seams going down the front, but to be honest, there's not much else about this one. It is in that mesh detail again, so I think it is going to look very nice on. And I do really like this colour. Have you seen that there is a bit of a running theme in this video? Most of the pieces are brown, however, it's the colour of the season and it just looks great on everybody. So yeah, let's try this one on and fingers crossed for the best. Okay, so here is the dress on, and I knew it. I don't know why, I just had a bad feeling about this one, and I don't like it at all. I just don't think it looks that great on. It's not doing anything for the figure. I think it's maybe feeling a bit more of like a mature dress. I don't hate the top half of it, but like from the waist down, it's just a bit like meh. Like there's nothing to it. It just hangs, and that is literally all this dress is. I'm not a massive fan of the neckline either, and sort of the vest sleeve details. But if you are liking this dress, I would recommend your normal size because it does fit really well. And it does come to a really nice length on the leg. I'm 5'7" for reference, and I just would go with your normal size. But yeah, for me, this one's a no-no. For my next item in today's video, I picked out the Taupe Stretch Woven Bando Ruched Maxi Dress. I got this in a UK size 8, and this one was £21, which I think is an absolute steal for this one. I really like the shape of this dress, but also it has the rubberized strip going across the top and an elasticated back. So they really have done everything to try and prevent this one from falling down, with it being that bando style neckline. I really like the ruched detail across the sides of this dress, and also the fact that it does sort of flare out at the waist, just because it's going to add so much shape and volume to this one. But without further ado, let's try this on and see what we think. Okay, so here is the next dress on, and it does fit really nicely. I would just recommend your normal size in this. However, I don't know if it's just me, but I was expecting better things from this one, and that's then made me a little bit disappointed now that I've tried it on. But I can't quite put my finger on what it is. I don't know if it's maybe the material, it feels a little bit cheap now that I've got it on, or I just don't know. I like that it is a bando style because it draws the attention to the collarbone and just adds a little bit of sexiness to this dress. And it does flare out at the hips like I wanted and gives you that shape. But there's just something that's not like the first two dresses that I tried and fell in love with. So it is a nice dress. You could definitely wear this for a couple of different occasions, but for me, it's not my favourite. So that leads us to the final item in today's video, but just before I show you, I wanted to say a huge thank you for all your support on my channel. I really couldn't keep doing this without you. We are nearly at the 30,000 subscribers, so I just wanted to remind you, if you haven't subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button. It's completely free and it does really help me and my channel grow. But here is the final item. This is the olive satin bando stripe maxi dress. I got this in a size UK 8, and this one was £27.50, which again is an absolute steal. You will see this one a lot better when it's on because it's so long I can't get it in screen. This is folded over and it's actually super heavy, so I am going to try this one on pretty quickly. But I do really love those colours. It's sort of like an off-white creamy gold, maybe like a champagne colour with olive stripes, and I just think that's so beautiful. I think you can definitely get away with wearing this most of the year, and it is going to feel more of like a premium glam dress. So let's try it on and see what we think. Okay, so here is the dress on, and I do think this one is going to be a you love it or you hate it sort of dress. But I personally think in the right situation, this dress is going to look so beautiful. Maybe not at this time of year, maybe this is the wrong time of year to show you this, but I'm thinking like summer, by the beach somewhere with gold accessories. I just think it's going to pull the whole outfit together. It does fit really nicely, however, I don't have the biggest of bust, so it is slipping a little bit with it being a bando style, and because the dress is quite heavy, I don't have that sort of support to hold this dress up. The top of the dress does have a very small rubberized strip, but to be honest, I don't think it's really doing much for me. It has a hidden zip going down the side as well, so I do think this one is very well made. It looks and feels super premium, and the colours are just lush. So that does conclude my Pretty Little Thing glam try on haul. I really hope you've enjoyed that one. Thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you next video.